We are going to take a look at the king of the jungle. We will start with the male lion. The lion, Panthera leo, is a large cat of the genus Panthera native to Africa and India. It has a muscular, broad-chested body, short, rounded head, round ears, and a hairy tuft at the end of its tail. Adult male lions are larger than females and have a prominent mane. It is a social species, forming groups called prides. A lion's pride consists of a few adult males, related females, and cubs. The lion inhabits grasslands, savannas, and shrublands. It is usually more diurnal than other wild cats, but when persecuted, it adapts to being active at night and at twilight. During the Neolithic period, the lion ranged throughout Africa, Southeast Europe, the Caucasus, and Western and South Asia, but it has been reduced to fragmented populations in sub-Saharan Africa and one population in Western India. It has been listed as vulnerable on the IUCN Red List since 1996 because populations in African countries have declined by about 43% since the early 1990s. Lion populations are untenable outside designated protected areas. Although the cause of the decline is not fully understood, habitat loss and conflicts with humans are the greatest causes for concern. One of the most widely recognized animal symbols in human culture, the lion has been extensively depicted in sculptures and paintings, on national flags, and in contemporary films and literature. Lions have been kept in menageries since the time of the Roman Empire and have been a key species sought for exhibition in zoological gardens across the world since the late 18th century. Cultural depictions of lions were prominent in ancient Egypt, and depictions have occurred in virtually all ancient and medieval cultures in the lion's historic and current range. The male lion's mane is the most recognizable feature of the species. It may have evolved around 320,000 to 190,000 years ago. It starts growing when lions are about a year old. Mane color varies and darkens with age. Research shows its color and size are influenced by environmental factors such as average ambient temperature. Mane length apparently signals fighting success in male relationships. Darker-maned individuals may have longer reproductive lives and higher offspring survival. Although they suffer in the hottest months of the year. The presence, absence, color and size of the mane are associated with genetic precondition, sexual maturity, climate and testosterone production. The rule of thumb is that a darker, fuller mane indicates a healthier animal. In Serengeti National Park, female lions favor males with dense, dark manes as mates. The white lion is a rare morph with a genetic condition called leucism, which is caused by a double recessive allele. It is not albino, it has normal pigmentation in the eyes and skin. White lions have occasionally been encountered in and around Kruger National Park and the adjacent Timbavati Private Game Reserve in eastern South Africa. Now it's time to take a look at the lioness. The lioness's main role is to act as the hunter. The pride gets most of its food from her hunts, and the first bite goes to the king of the pride, the lion. Not only is the lioness's body more flexible than the lion's, they also don't have a mane that protects them from the African heat that beats down on them. With their sleeker and longer body, they are ideal hunters when you compare them to male lions. A lioness reaches 45 miles per hour. It's easy to understand, especially since a lioness's body is made for hunting, and she is much lighter. The lioness's body is sleek and flexible, making it easier for her to outrun the head of the pride. A lion can reach a top speed up to 35 miles per hour, which is slower than a lioness. Easily explained by just looking at their different bodies. The lion is much larger and heavier, so moving his weight around makes him slower. Lions, who are heavier and larger, are in fact stronger. With their bulkier build, they were made for fights with other lions. A lioness is sleeker, flexible, and faster. They are built for hunting but not built for fighting their own kind. There are scenarios where the lioness has been in fights, but it's much more seldom than with a male. In some cases, a lioness would attack a lion, especially when their cubs are targeted. When their cubs are attacked, female lions group up to try and protect their own. Lioness are wary of outsiders and do not tolerate outside females, and the pride membership changes only with the births and deaths of lionesses. Female lions dominate almost all other animals except their male counterparts. They are big and heavy, but at the same time agile. They hunt in packs like wolves and are any wild animal's worst nightmare. Although powerful and capable, lionesses do not run the pride. At least not at first sight. They run the pride from the background, hunting, guarding, and caring for the young. Although the male lion is de facto the group's leader, without the lionesses, he'd have to hunt and feed himself. A task not so easy, as many defeated lions that are exiled die soon after because they can't fend for themselves anymore. We are now going to take a look at lion cubs. After a 4-month gestation period, a lioness will sneak away from the pride to give birth to a litter of 2 to 6 cubs. The cubs are about 3 pounds at birth, with a yellowish-brown coat and distinct spots or stripes. Cubs remain hidden from the pride for the first 4 to 6 weeks while they gain strength. Cubs born in a pride are twice as likely to survive than a lioness on her own. The cubs stay close to their mother for the first few months. They are eventually weaned by the age of 6 months. Females tend to stay with their mothers longer than males. Males will typically stay with their mother until they're 2, while females may stay with their mother in the pride for life. Lionesses in a pride often have cubs around the same time as each other. They look after them in a group, known as a creche. This helps to keep them safe from predators, meat-eating animals, such as other lions and tigers, and also large animals such as elephant and buffalo. Lionesses can also control when they have cubs. If there is not enough food around to feed a hungry mouth, a lioness will wait until there is before giving birth. Young cubs drink milk from their mother's teats. It is good for them and helps them to grow quickly. At around 2 to 3 months, they begin to eat meat as well with their small milk teeth. Like humans, lions are born without teeth. They grow small ones when still very young, which are then replaced with adult teeth as they get older. At 6 to 7 months old, cubs stop drinking milk altogether. By the time they have reached 2 years of age, they don't need their mothers to look after them anymore. The subadult male will be chased out of the pride by his mother when he will then be out on his own or join a bachelor group. A bachelor group will run together until they are big enough to start challenging older males in an attempt to take over a pride. All lions face high mortality as cubs, for a variety of reasons, including injuries, lack of food, illness, and being killed by adult lions. The casting out of young males into a world of unknowns, a world where he will be able to either make it or die. The young males roam the countryside solo or in small bands, often with their brothers or cousins. If they survive long enough to find a promising new area, the next step is to take over another pride. But of course resident males will have none of that, and so they end up fighting, often to the death. The king of the jungle's main role is to protect the pride and its territory. Since lionesses hunt, the lion only goes on hunts when it becomes a real necessity. Very much a lazy king, they remain in the shade protecting themselves from the sun. As the head of the pride, even with all his laziness, he will still remain in prime fighting shape. It's as if they are preserving their strength for when other lions come to battle to try and claim his territory. Since it's his duty to protect their pride, the rest of the group takes care of all his needs, a prime example of why he is called the king of the jungle.